Welcome back here at Hilton Head Prep Dolphin Field. Marcus Walsh, Bob Stevens with you. And this was quite a game for one Anthony Fripp. He was off and running again. I think he had something to prove, certainly after last week in the loss to Bluffton, Bob.
Yeah, he told us after the game, he says the guys were hanging their heads a little bit after that. But that's also the kind of slap in the face sometimes you need to get a team turned around. This is a team that has known nothing but success through their last 3 state title seasons, and they scheduled up, played bigger schools, and said, we're not worried so much about what happens in September. As Lou Holtz used to say, they always remember what you do in November.
That's
That's
right.
how it is, certainly for these Thomas Heyward Rebels. They played defense, they relied on their defense, and then finally Anthony Fripp got loose and had scored a couple of touchdowns and even made a punt work.
Yes,
that was not a fake punt. You thought it might be.
I
he
thought
just
it
reacted.
Was. He did react, as he told you in the postgame show for the game. It was nice, too, to see other guys get involved because the schedule's only going to get tougher down the stretch. It starts next week.
Yeah, it really does. Thomas Heyward played everybody. They got to look at 3 quarterbacks, 3 freshman quarterbacks. There's certainly a lot of plenty there.
Right.
So they got to see everybody. They got to use some people. Hilton Head Prep did too. Let's talk about what positive comes out of this for the Dolphins. They lose the game. Their undefeated season is over from that standpoint. I don't think they had any more than a dream that maybe something bigger was like that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But they got a chance to build. They scored a late touchdown. They drove the ball down the field. They've got some talent, and they can still make some things happen before this is over.
They've got Bethesda next week on the road, and then they come back here for homecoming in 2 weeks. It's amazing that we're that close. And it's going to be interesting to see what Dave Adams does with the guys, next week into that game.
Well, again, they got their little slap in the face this week, just kind of like Thomas Heyward did the week before. Region play hadn't even begun yet, so there's still a lot of football to be played, even though we're getting closer to homecoming. It'll be interesting to see how both teams react coming out of this one.
We will be back here to see Hilton Head Christian Academy take on Hilton Head Prep.
Oh, that's
later
not
in
homecoming.
The year.
Oh, that's later in the year.
It's going to be great. We're off next week, but in 2 weeks, we've got a dynamite one between Hilton Head and Beaufort at Beaufort. We've talked about it off air. Beaufort looks like the best team in this area.
Yeah, they might be right now. Hilton Head high. It's still a lot of unknowns. They haven't played a lot yet. We'll see. B.J. Payne will cook up something. It'll be exciting, that's for sure.
Absolutely. For Bob Stevens, for Daniel Court, get well soon.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
to see you soon. And the rest of our WHHI sports crew, the terrific crew that we have. I'm Marcus Walsh. Thanks for joining us here on this post-game wrap-up. Let's send it back to the studio at WHHI and the Hilton Head News.